What's up, Better Days? Today we're at Couchville Lake and I've got crucial information to share with you guys. I've been under the impression for the last few years that this location was state rules and regulations. It's not. The fishing regulations for Couchville Lake are the same as Percy Priest Lake. Last week I caught a bass that I kept, but it was too short to keep according to Percy Priest Lake's rules. The state regulations dictate no size limit on black bass, but Percy Priest has its own rules and regulations that you need to be familiar with. This is what's important though. Crappie, no minimum length. 15 fish, no minimum length. Why is that a big deal? Because this place is overrun with crappie. Come out here and catch these 9.9 inch fish and keep them if you want to. This is a great update for us, those of us that want to get these crappie out of here to make it a better bass fishery. Besides, crappie spawn more than once in the spring, 2-3 times, sometimes even more, and they'll just overrun a fishery if you let them. So feel free to come out here and get you 15 crappie, and if you want to eat them, take them home, keep them. Sounds good to me. It's rainy, I want to fish. I didn't know where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do, but I knew about this new posting from my buddy Rick at Fishing with Rick. He came by the restaurant to tell me they had posted this sign letting people know, you know, get these crappie out of here. I mean, that's the tone of the sign. No minimum length requirement. That doesn't happen anywhere else in the state that I know of. So come on out, catch these fish. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna get me some crappies. All right, today I brought out my Ryobi 18 volt cordless drill. It's attached to this drill paddle that I've had for years. Thing works great. I'm gonna scoot around the lake with this thing. Just this is loud, so if you need to turn your volume down. All right, I've got my Garmin 4 portable fish finder. This is the Garmin Striker 4 portable fish finder. It comes with the battery and this little suction cup that you hook the transducer on the side of the boat. Okay, I didn't bring out minnows because it's cold today. I think you can tell by the way I was bundled up. It's cold, it's rainy, and dipping into that minnow bucket repeatedly just makes my hands cold. So I've got these Berkeley power bait. Maybe you can read it right there. It says on top, power bait. These are really neat. They're new this year. I hadn't seen them before. It's soft. It looks a lot like a real minnow, more than the other ones they do. It doesn't dry out like a gulp minnow does, which I love. I've got it on a 16th ounce sickle hook. Now these hooks are from Strike King, and I found them at Academy, 1/16 ounce, and that's a sickle hook. See the bend in the hook, so it's not a perfect J. That really helps to stick these crappie. So I've got 2 of these on here, and I'm just gonna set them under the boat and fish them just like live bait. On this rod I'm gonna throw out more Berkeley power bait products, but these are going to be on a 30. This is a 64th ounce jig head. These are teeny tiny, like trout magnet size and weight. For this I'm going to use these Berkeley Gulp Alive minnows. Now these do dry out and they're sitting in liquid. These are 1-inch minnows. I'm gonna fish a couple of white bobby garlands. I'm gonna throw them into the wind. Ooh, that didn't go very far. Got one already. He ate the Gulp a live minnow off the side of the boat. All right. So everything in here now is a keeper. That is probably a 7-inch fish. I don't really want a 7-inch fish, but if we get some nice 9-inchers, I'm definitely going to hang on to them. Fish number 1. Well, there's my jigs. They're showing up now. It's right there in 6 foot of water. Oh, it wasn't a jig, it was a fish looking at my jig. Okay. So right there in that 6 foot of water was that top jig, and there was a crappie looking at it, and that's what we saw just now on the screen. Number 2 fish of the day. Wow. Well, he took it. I think we got to get turned around. I can't fish into this wind. It's creating a bunch of problems. How are we going to flip around? Well, I've got this handy dandy anchor trolley. And I'm sitting on an anchor, and what I do is I'll just run the anchor from the front of the boat, which puts us facing the wind no matter which direction it's blowing, and then I'll just run it to the back of the boat. Run it to the back of the boat, and it'll put the back of the boat in the wind, facing the wind no matter which direction it's blowing, which is nice. Now with the wind at our back, we can make super casts. Golly, that's 3 times as far. A little something down there, maybe he's looking at the minnow. There we go. On the first cast, the other direction. Well, maybe this will be okay. Feels like a good fish. Maybe this will be okay. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. That is a slab, you guys. All right. Slab crappie number 1. Sweet. Fish number 3. That's keeper number 1 in the boat. Man, that is a big old crappie. Golly. He's full of meat. Throw them in our live well. Put some water on it. All right. Let's get our lines back out there. Got that one. Oh, it's another bluegill. No, it's not. It's a 3rd species. Oh, come on. It is a red ear sunfish. Now, why isn't his ears real red? Probably because it's cold, winter. In the summer he'd be showing out a little more, but that ear right there would be red if he was colored the way he should be. But you can a lot of times tell these red ears by that really yellow breast. What a pretty fish. And a third species. Neat. Got a bite right here at the boat. Oh, it's another nice crappie. He ate that 3-inch minnow. Oh, it's another slab, you guys. Wow. Well, we're not having trouble catching 10 inchers today. Now that they've reduced the limit to the size limit, we're all of a sudden catching big old crappie. That's 2 keepers out of 4 crappie. That's just incredible. Oh, that's pretty decent. Look at the bow in that rod. Man, that's gonna be a good crappie. It's a bass. It's a largemouth. Oh, jeez. No wonder it's a good crappie. It's a largemouth bass. Oh, you think he wanted that? All right, we're gonna have to dig that out of there. Let's get these pliers out. What is that, species number 4, right? Yeah, we've caught crappie, bluegill, red ears, and largemouth. So this would have to be, I don't know, the Percy Priest length. I'm not sure what the Percy Priest length is. I think it's 15 inches on largemouth. But that's awesome. So much fun. Boy, I thought he was a big old crappie. I love sitting here. My favorite place to sit and fish in Middle Tennessee outside of Center Hill Dam. But I brought out this drill paddle and I just want to kind of fish more of this lake. I'm gonna go way up lake and then float back down with the wind and do some casting and reeling. All right, we are in 5 foot of water. And as you go farther north, all the way to the back of this lake on the other side of that bridge up there, it just gets shallower and shallower. As a matter of fact, there's a spot right up ahead of us where the rocks connect, and you pretty much can't even kayak through right now. You have to get out and drag. So we're gonna turn around and just kind of drift with the wind and do some tight lining. There's another crappie dump. Okay, he's a better size. Oh, he pulled a little drag. Got one on both poles, but I'm gonna focus on this one. I think he's a good one. I think he's a real big crappie. He is. Still got the other one on the other pole. Oh, it's a bluegill. Okay, I got my own doubles, but I'm about to set this in the boat and not cast it anymore and just focus on tight lining these bobby garlands, because look what we have here. It's our first white crappie of the day. I caught some really big crappie earlier this year out at Center Hill, but nothing like this. Look at this. This is going to be close to a trophy. He ate that bobby garland because he was hungry for bobby garlands. Let's see what we got here. Okay. It's our first white crappie of the day. It's our biggest white crappie of the year, by far. Come on. Be a Tennessee trophy fish. He's not looking like it. He's 12 3/4. 14 inches would be a trophy fish. But that is a slab of crappie right there. That is a slab. That's a big one. That's one of the biggest ones this year. Definitely the biggest white crappie I've caught. Alright, we did a whole battery sitting still on the anchor. We did a whole battery moving around. Caught that monster white crappie. Right now I'm just kind of drifting. I've got the, oh man, they're at the surface. We're drifting so fast, these things are trolling at the surface. That's not good. I need them down farther than the surface. It says there's all kinds. Okay, maybe we'll try doing a little trolling. I can't really troll with the wind because it's, even though I'm just setting the jigs over the edge of the boat, we're going so fast with the wind that it pulls them up to the surface. So maybe if I slowly troll into the wind, we can come across some of these suspended fish. Look at those fish right there. My goodness, those are probably a bunch of carp. There's somebody walking their dog up there. You see this a lot. There's at least 5, maybe even 6 or 7 signs that say no dogs, no dogs, no dogs, no pets, no dogs, no pets. You can't bring your dog out here. I know you want to, but you can't. You just can't. You're just not allowed. Another thing you have to do, you have to wear your life jacket if you're going to come out on the lake. I know you don't want to, but the fine is $231.50. I've already seen somebody fined this year for not wearing their life jacket where they have to, and you can't tell them that Better Days didn't warn you. There's a little crappie while trolling. He is not. That is not what you want, but he's a white crappie, so that's good. I like seeing those. Oh God, got him. Got a good one. I mean, he slammed it. I mean, it doubled over. Guys, I'm fishing with my buddy Parker. Oh, I got doubles. Ah, I got my own doubles. That happens out here sometimes. All right. No wonder it was such a violent take. All right. This is a white and a black crappie. Cool. I have no idea how many fish I caught today. I lost count really early. Oh, there's one. Oh, we missed him. Oh well. I lost count really early. So there was at least 6 species though. That's pretty good. And I got a whole bucket full of keeper crappie. So that'll be nice. Let's cut those up. Some nice fillets. It was super windy and really cold, heckin' cold. I'm ready for this winter to be over and spring to be here and to get away from this lake. I usually only come out here in the wintertime. I just not big on fishing out here in the summer. It just gets kind of hot. I usually like to do river trips, and I'm looking forward to that. I tell people where to go fishing. If you like that kind of thing, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a better day.